It's Wildlife Wednesday, and today we're talking turtles. Joining me live now by phone is Marianne Gauldin from the Alabama Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division. Marianne, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live.
I'm glad to be with you. Thank you.
So turtles are pretty active this time of year during the spring rain season. Why is that?
Yes, when spring is in full swing, you can expect to see a lot of turtles, and you can see them throughout the summer. But when we have these spring thunderstorms and little spring soaking rains, you can really expect to see turtles. And the reason why is because the ground is softened and they're seeking a place to lay their eggs. And of course, they have to dig those holes themselves. The females use their back legs to dig a hole. And so soft ground really gets the turtles on the move as they search for a place that would be suitable for a nest.
Marianne, if we come across a turtle in the road or in our yard, what should we do?
Well, if a turtle is in your yard, it's best to just leave it alone. You know, some species of turtles can live 80 years or more. So there's a good chance it's been in your area probably longer than you have, maybe even longer than you've been alive. And so leaving that turtle alone is very important. If you see a turtle crossing the road, again, keep in mind it's probably crossed that road countless times in its lifetime. If you are able to safely help the turtle across the road, that is acceptable. Just move it in the direction it was going. It'll probably cross that road again before too long. But human safety comes first, so be sure not to cause a dangerous problem for yourself or other drivers by pulling over and trying to get any animal out of the road. But moving a turtle out of the road is fine. Just don't relocate them because they have very specific habitat needs and need to find the food sources that are best for them. And if they're a turtle, that means they've already been there a while and they're finding just what they need right where they're at.
Marianne, turtles are protected by Alabama state law too. What does that mean?
Well, some turtles are legal to possess and some turtle species aren't. But even those turtles that it's legal to have, it's best for the turtle if we don't have it. And frankly, they're not very good pets. They're not very fun. You might as well just paint a turtle on a rock and you could enjoy it just as much, because turtles really don't appreciate human interaction. And again, they have very specific dietary needs that they meet best in the wild. And so if you see one, it's best to just leave it alone. Just because some may be legal to pick up and hang on to doesn't mean it's a good idea for the turtle. And again, not very fun for you either.
How does your organization help protect wildlife, specifically turtles?
Well, one of the things that we do is we enact consequences for those people who possess turtle species that are illegal to have. And so by having regulations on the books that make possession of turtles illegal, depending on the species, helps prevent those wildlife species from being exploited. You know, lots of people eat turtles, and there are some turtle species that it is illegal to eat. But it's very important that even legal activities take place within the boundaries of what keeps the population sustainable for the future, so they don't all disappear. In addition, we have hundreds of thousands of acres of wildlife management areas, and those properties are for all sorts of wildlife species, including turtles, to breed, reproduce, and find all the food and habitat needs that they require.
Marianne, where can people go for more information?
If you visit outdooralabama.com, you'll see a list of the different turtle species in Alabama. You may even find an aquatic turtle in your yard far from water because, of course, they don't want to lay their eggs near the water. So don't be surprised if you see any of Alabama's turtle species passing through your property, and just let them do their thing and go on their way. And again, they know what's best for them, and they've probably been meeting their own needs for a very long time and know exactly where they are and how to find what they need.
Some good advice there, Marianne. If you see a turtle, just let it be. Marianne, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.